So this lab assignment has two different programs that you're going to be creating in Visual Studio. The first one is very similar to this example. So if you click on that, you will see that in this example, you're entering a customer name. Let me pull this out. You are entering a customer name, you're reading it in. You'll notice that the name variable is declared here. We're reading it in there. And then here we're declaring a variable. Here we are reading in the value. And remember, when you read in a value with read line, it reads it in as a string. So if the value truly is a string, like name, then you don't need to do any kind of conversion. However, if the value is supposed to be a Boolean, you do need to convert it into a Boolean. And then likewise, down here, if the value is supposed to be a double, you have to convert it to a double when you read it in. And same as integer. So what you're going to do is very similar. It's asking for the customer name. So that's going to be almost identical to what you see here. It's asking for a description of the item that you're going to purchase. So that's also going to be a string. So you can do that pretty much the same as you did customer. Then it's asking for the quantity purchased. So quantity is typically a integer. And so that'll be like ice creams. And then you're going to ask for the purchase price, which is normally double. So it'll kind of be like price here. Okay. And then you need to do a calculation. You need to calculate the total price, which is going to be basically the same calculation that you see here. The only difference is you're going to have a quantity and a price variable. So you're going to say quantity times price, and you're going to put that value into total, and total should be double. Okay, and so here is an example. And then once you have that code, you're going to copy and paste into the Dropbox. And you can make more than one Dropbox submission. So I'm going to take this. Now you're going to have your own program, but I'm just going to take this one. And let me go into Visual Studio. I'm going to pause here for a sec. All right, so we'll just pretend this is the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And you're going to go back over here, go to the Dropbox, add a submission, and then you can simply paste it right in here. Okay, and then once you finish the second program, you'll be able to edit the submission and add the code to the bottom. Now for your second program, you are going to create a program and you're going to do a namespace and a class. And there is an example with a namespace and a class in the lecture demo. So if you can't remember, how to set that up, there are examples for you to look at. In the main method, you are going to create some variables. So the variables that you need are number, food, and color. And so you need to prompt the user, like, what is your favorite number? And then you read that in. Okay. And so you'll do that for number, food, and color. And then for a Boolean character, you are going to ask the user basically what seasons they like. So you're going to have 4 variables. I mean, you could just call it, summer, fall, and winter. And so it'll be something like this. Bool, summer. And you can do this in 2 steps or 1. I think I'm going to do it in 1. So I would say console.writeLine. Do you like summer? Or is summer one of your favorite seasons? You can have more than one favorite. Okay, so we'd say bool summer equals. And then you're going to want to convert to Boolean. And if you can't remember how, that was in the ice cream example. In fact, you could just copy and paste that portion, if you don't like typing. Okay, so you do that for summer, and then you're going to have to do it for the other 3 seasons as well. So is fall. You create a fall variable, and then you'll do it for winter and spring. Okay, and then you're just going to simply print out the user's preference. For the 4 seasons, you only want to print out the season if the answer they gave was true. So here's a sample. Okay, and then for the seasons, they only gave 1 true answer, so fall was printed. Okay, and if they would have given more than 1, then you would have more than 1 season printed. So that does not need to be complicated. In fact, you can have 4 separate if statements. And, something like if summer. Okay, and you don't have to even put in equal, true. Because it's Boolean, this just says if true. Okay, and then you can do your console.writeLine. Okay, and so you can do the same thing with fall, winter, and spring. Okay, and then once you're done, you copy the code, go into the Dropbox, and if you've already put the code for the first program in there, you just hit edit, scroll to the bottom, and paste.